here's Brody Brazil.
So recently we passed the 100-game mark of this Oakland A's 2023 campaign. And look, I'm not here to rub it in or remind you for the 8,000th time how rough this season has been. I think all the obvious things to you are pretty clear. It's been a grind and a struggle and an uphill battle for all the things you already know and have seen. But there's also been, for me, some personal challenges and frustrations, which are all fine by now. Like, they've all been resolved. But I just wanted to take this time to share a few of them to kind of pull back the curtain a little bit, give you a look behind the scenes. I have missed a handful of extra games this year that I did not plan on or did not want to miss. And before I get into the reasoning on that, I really appreciate the concern from those of you out there who send me comments here on YouTube or on other social platforms, and you say, are you okay? Where are you? Where have you been? We need you back. And look, Chris Townsend filling in here, doing a great job. I was a proponent of having him be the guy to come in, right? It's seamless. Uncle Townie doing pre and post. It's a great thing to have. So Townie, I appreciate that. But I do appreciate the concern of people who say, where are you? Where have you been? Did something happen? And look, it's also a realistic question in this day and age and the certain climate that exists. Unfortunately, I've missed 3 selective chunks of games. And again, I'm glad for those of you who wanted to know. I didn't really share this because there really wasn't the opportunity or reason to. But I, again, appreciate your concern. It's better that you're concerned rather than not concerned or you don't care. I've had 3 different bouts of, I don't want to say illnesses. Well, yeah, illnesses, ailments. That's probably the best way to put it. One of them included having allergies so bad that I flat out lost my voice. I should have got on the Claritin a lot earlier this year. And because of it, I literally woke up one day and I could not talk. I was really raspy and I could not even get it out. And I've got to tell you, a broadcaster's worst nightmare is losing their voice. No, actually. Hang on a couple minutes here in this video. I'll tell you the broadcaster's worst nightmare. This is actually the broadcaster's second worst nightmare. Voice is important. Without it, and all the talking that somebody like me has to do in a 30-minute pre- and post-game show, if you can't talk on the spot with your normal voice, it's not great. It's not great for a broadcaster. So I had that situation. Fortunately, I tried every remedy in the book. I tried to hustle it back. I was a little bit groggy for a couple shows, but recovered from that one. The other one was getting viral conjunctivitis for the first time in my life. Yes, that's pink eye. And no, I know a lot of people think you get pink eye from disgusting stuff or physical contact with bacteria. It was not that at all. It was literally an illness that came with a symptom of my eyes getting super red. And I do have photos, and no, I will not be sharing them here on this video. And you could even still see like the root of my eye right here, my right eye, is still a little bit maybe more red than it ever used to be. But this is nothing like they looked for like a full week. I literally woke up one morning and was like, whoa, one eye was super just gross and goopy. And I wiped it out. Okay, so I wiped it out. My wife sees me and goes, whoa, your eye is all blown up. And sure enough, it was. All red, puffy, great. You know what happens the next day? The other eye is just like that. It takes a couple days for things to finally subside and also for me to get healthy. Pink eye also very contagious. I knew that, but got to experience it firsthand. Yeah, everybody got it. Pink eye also very uncomfortable. It's like somebody sprayed sunscreen in your eyes day and night. I mean, it looks bad, and that's my other point here, but it feels bad too. I said before that losing your voice was the number 2 broadcaster worst nightmare. Having pink eye is number 1, because there's no getting around having like demonic eyes. There's no getting around that like I had. I was on the shelf until number 1, I felt better. Number 2, until I wasn't contagious. But most importantly, number 3, well, I guess contagious is most important, but until I didn't look like there was really something wrong with me. So pink eye was a first. Pink eye was not fun. And you know what else wasn't fun? Getting COVID. Yeah. And I wasn't sure if I had it or not before. It may have in the last, 3 years, 3+ years into this. But this was the first time that I obviously tested positive. And the only real takeaways I've got from this one, from earlier this season, was just that losing your sense of smell and taste, when would you ever know what that feels like? Fortunately, me personally, I didn't have any real severe symptoms like I know a lot of people have gone through, and I'm very fortunate about that. I know it could have been much worse. And this was bad because of how it spread and who in my family it spread to. That was not good. One bit. And, you know, it's an amazement that I lasted this long without having to miss work and having, to test positive, but that was the case. Going back to the smell and taste is really weird. And I just woke up one morning and was drinking the coffee and wait a second, it feels hot, but I can't taste anything. And I hadn't heard much about that loss of taste or smell symptom, as I've heard other people getting sick and testing positive. I kind of thought that was a bygone symptom. Well, nope. Experienced that one firsthand. Anyway, missed some more games due to that. And that brings me kind of back to the main point of this video. I've said recently, going through some of these personal things, which again are not the biggest deal in the world, but they're frustrating. I at one point said, well, I've already gone through this and that. What could possibly happen next? How could this get worse? You know what? I am done asking that question. I will not be posing that question any more times. I don't want to know what could get worse. The season and professionally and all that stuff that you've seen that's happened, the Las Vegas stuff, the record stuff, that's all a challenge enough. I didn't need this personal stuff, but it's also happened too. So this is not a complaint video. This is not a feel sorry for me video. I just wanted to explain why I've been gone for some sequences that I didn't expect, that you didn't expect. And I also wanted to say, because I never really got the chance until now, that I really do appreciate when I'm gone, people checking in on me and just to make sure that everything is all right. Because look, in this day and age, you just never know. So thanks for watching. Put something nice down below in the comments, please. And don't forget, thumbs up on this video. You made it here to the end. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel so that I can definitely see you next time.